Well, good day all. Ira Epstein with your SPDR ETF wrap-up. And that wrap-up is for Wednesday, the 6th of July, 2022, 5:45 p.m. Interesting day. The FOMC minutes came out, and the market rallied in the stock indices. Ended up actually a pretty good day. You were down in the Russell, but you were up in the QQQ, SPY, DIA. I'm glad I brought on Google the other day. Look at how it's up. And I appreciate one of you wrote me and you told me that there on July 15th, a 20-for-1 split is taking place. And I just said, I think it makes sense that they do that. Frankly, I think they should have gone for 40-for-1. I think they'd get a better play, same thing. I think it would have made more sense. But that's just me. What do I know? When we look at Google and talking about it, you know, you've got a market that can almost define a trading top through here and a bottom through here. Back and forth action. Support, well, it's trying right here. You can call this low, maybe some slippage, but certainly the 2100 zone acting okay. There isn't a trend on the swing line. You have a higher high, lower low pattern. You have cleared, very important, yesterday, the 18-day average. You went to the 45 and you even cleared that today. You're going to hit resistance real soon. That number's coming in, I think, at 23.55 and a quarter. So I'd look for that to be the resistance point. Momentum's still up, but again, not in a trend, just whipping back and forth inside the Bollinger Bands. AMC, I saw the numbers for July 4th. I wanted to see them, and I guess I just missed them yesterday. Record for Minion, and the stock 2 days in a row down. It's telling you a story. I have been saying that from what I can tell in the movie industry, and I did own a movie theater, I was the main guy with the money in it, as it turns out. I put the investors together, and it did not do well. Remember I told you, I'm Mr. Swiss Cheese. Not everything works. A terrible business, and they're just beginning in Chicago to offer discount. We used to do it, I think, on a Monday or a Tuesday night. They're going to bring those things back. But when you get July 4th, all the kids going, everything done, and you're not up again, I think you're looking at a different story. I think the market is realizing what I am, that once you're out of the summer, how do you service all that debt load? A big problem. In Apple, look for the market to have big resistance now right here against the upper Bollinger Band at 145 level. Certainly the trend is up, but you're overbought. You're getting up to there. Nah, you've come off nicely up from 130, had a nice rally that would carry you $15, almost 10%, probably enough on this particular leg. Disney out of its downtrend, but in no trend. What's happened is the Bollinger Bands are wrapping their arms around price. And when that happens, you don't go anywhere. You spin. And I think that's what we've entered right here. XLF, I was telling my subscribers, the guys that actually pay me the money, that makes me do these, because a lot of you become subscribers, because you realize I'm only giving you the tip of the iceberg here. Today I was telling them, you know, it's one of these markets where I think the pros are going to look at the market. Are they going to sell it at 31.75? I don't know. You've got the market now. Today's high was 31.95. You had a 31.98 high there. I can argue lower highs, higher lows, no trend. I don't think you want to be involved. XLI, lower highs, lower lows. I think the pros are selling at 87.83, right there. And I think at 88.40, they're going to go, I'm gone. I want no part of the market anymore. Is it a good trade? I don't know about that. The market acts resistance, but since it's been getting here, it doesn't have legs to the downside. Semiconductors yesterday, here and in my updates, I told traders, I said, you don't want to be short the semiconductors on the first test of Bollinger Bands when you haven't hit it in a while. It often bounces away and you're not embedded. Leave it alone. The pros are probably taking money off the table. That's what I think. I like the home builders. They're doing well. And they're overbought. Certainly not a buy in an overbought market, but they're doing well. So we keep hearing, oh, interest rates turning people off, blah, blah. If you need a home, you got to buy a home, and there's not much supply. You've got the combination of prices falling a little bit. If you watch what the 10-year yield is, it's back to 2.8. Mortgages in large part based on that. They're going to come down a little bit. That's helping the home builders. Plus, what else is helping them? Forget the interest rates. What else is helping them? The price of goods is collapsing, be it the lumber market, be it anything. Anything in commodities is crashing. I don't know of one that's soaring to the upside. Energy's included in all this. I think that's helping. And I don't see price pressures anymore. I think that where the wages are, asking for more, you're not going to get it. That opportunity's come and gone. In XLE, higher high, lower low, you don't want to fight the 200-day average the first time you hit it. Professional traders tell you that's where they're going to lift some money. You are embedded. I haven't changed my opinion. What I was telling my traders is that's where you take something off the table, wait for a good rally, and hit it again as long as you stay embedded. But today, something of a short covering day. GLD, breaking out to the downside. I know you're going to tell me, Ira, come on, look at it. Nah, this is now classified as a top. You have to get back through this number for me to say that the market hasn't made a move where it can go even lower. 155, a big probability. Not on this run. I don't tell traders to ever go short under a Bollinger Band. But this formation, to me, is a downside breakout. You have to take out that high to tell me it's not. GDX, not the same. It just got that gorilla glue trade. You know how we call it gorilla glue? You know, for us that are not in the commercial end of glues, we can only buy what's in Home Depot and other stores. That's about the strongest glue we can get our hands on, right? We've locked in on the Bollinger Band with an embedded reading. It's bearish and you just drift away. Doesn't even give you a chance to get short. That's how bearish it is. You've got people caught. Watch the copper futures. They had a big reversal. One day doesn't make a low. This is still in the bear camp. But I think at the time, pull money off the table. I don't think you're going to hit that band right now. I think we have to wait and see what's going to happen. AGG. I was writing today in my newsletter again, and I do have a twice daily newsletter, and I was telling people about what? I said, you know, you've now bumping up 3 days in a row, especially in futures against the upper Bollinger Band. You've got a big jobs data report ahead of you, and market's acting tired. It's not embedding. It's time to say goodbye to longs. I was surprised to see this even jumped in on the picture. I'm not bearish. I just don't want to be long. There's a big difference. UUP, the dollar index, up, but not an upside breakout. Not on this chart. Futures, yes, not here. And FXE, downside, not a downside breakout on this chart. Both this chart and if we take a look back here at the dollar, what do we have? They're both over or under the Bollinger Band. Let me come back to that one. When you get that, you don't want to play games with it. If you don't understand Bollinger Bands and how to use them with an enhanced way of doing it that I believe, just me, personal opinion, gives you a big edge in the marketplace. It's easy to learn. I've put together a video course. I think it's 13 chapters or so, videos that show you how to do it. We give you the charting software. You do it, follow what I do, then go with me in the mornings, follow these videos, and tell me that you didn't learn something. It's that simple. Watch this to learn. Welcome. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'm here to talk about my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Now, many of you have taken my regular charting course, and if not, you might think you know something about Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands are an algorithm designed to keep the market trading within it 95% of the time. And on a chart, it will offer on the top part resistance, on the bottom support, and the idea is the market will travel within them. We know that sometimes it latches onto that band, goes up or goes down. Well, how do you play with that? Can you pyramid the positions off that type of thinking? Well, I've applied all three of these into 13 different videos that teach you my concept of it. And from that concept, you're able to work with weekly charts and or daily charts. The 13 videos, each about 7 minutes long. The idea here is not to put you in school forever, but to teach. Now, if you haven't tried my complete futures research, I throw that in as well. Whether you've tried this or not, I think it's worth taking a look at. I think you're going to learn something from there. That research, by the way, covers twice daily market updates for you and access to what I call window envelope numbers, which I think are very important when looking at these Bollinger Bands. The next part is a trial to our charting software so you can make your charts look the same way that mine do. It's that simple. Where do you go with it and how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. If you go to the word education, everything you need is answered there. You can also call my staff. They'll be happy to help you get set up. I'm Ira Epstein on the road to your education.